สวัสดี
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับสัมภาษณ์ในภาษาอังกฤษนะครับ
ได้ค่ะพูดภาษาไทยได้โอเคโอเคค่ะ
พูดภาษาไทยได้ครับแต่ว่าเนี่ยคนดูมันเป็นพูดคนภาษาอังกฤษนะครับชื่อกิ๊ก
ยินดีค่ะ
นะครับชื่อกิ๊ก
อ๋อพี่กิ๊กโอเคค่ะ
ครับขอบคุณครับ So hey, congratulations, season 3 of Drag Race Thailand.
thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ so excited
So tell us how excited for you to come back for another season to host Drag Race Thailand.
wellคุณกิ๊ก honestly it's a dream it's surreal I've been waiting for 6 years I thought it was never gonna happen all the other drag race girls told me it was canceled and rubbed it in my face and now who's laughing now so I feel on top of the world I am excited for people to see the queens and see how far we've come as a community and see where we are now with the drag in Thailand, but also how much I've grown as a person and as a drag artist, having lived so much, within these 5 years.
So what do you suppose is the secret to success for Drag Race Thailand thus so far?
The secret to success,
Hmm.
you mean the season 1 and 2 so far?
Yeah, so far, yeah. Why do you suppose people love to watch this show?
Because the girls are crazy. The girls are so unhinged and they like top moments of me just thinking about the seasons. One girl set herself on fire. There was a crazy elimination where one of the contestants was caught cheating and had to be eliminated. So it's just a wild roller coaster ride, which I think we can expect for this season as well. The girls are so hungry for it. So I think that adds a level of pressure for them. And I think the audience can definitely relate and be entertained.
It is so funny. You're essentially saying that we love to watch it because we love drama.
You do. We all do.
You're
We all do. I don't, yeah.
I was gonna say you're absolutely right. I do actually watch it because of the drama. It is so addictive. For yourself, when you actually get on onto the stage to host every episode, how do you keep the energy up episode after episode?
I think, most people would say Red Bull, prayers, water, whatever, right? But for me, good drag excites me. Like it's like an electrifying experience that invigorates my soul. So when the girls are serving on stage and they're really good at what they do, or they're literally giving me life, they're really giving me life. Like that's how I'm never like tired because I'm like, I'm so proud of you. There are those moments over the first couple of seasons that I felt something inside that, oh my God, you're so inspiring and I'm so proud of you?
Is it difficult for you to judge these girls on the show?
No, because I've been doing it, the season 1 I did it, season 2 I did it, and now I've got some time to actually become more mature. And so for me, hopefully, and so for me now, kind of like judging the girls, I give them my honest truth because I know and I don't care if people don't see me this way, but hopefully the girls know that it's coming from a place of love and I want them to be better. And they don't have to agree. It's just my opinion. Like there's so many different types of opinions it's like criticisms are like presents. You can either take it or throw it out into the trash.
Do you look for something specific when you see these girls?
Star quality, polishedness, whether they had a thought process behind what they're wearing or what they're performing. Um, it needs to tell a story for me. It does. I think we're more excited when someone wears something or performs something and it takes us to a different place because for me at least, drag is a fantasy. It should take you to that place where we forget about the mundane of our lives. And I think that's why I love drag.
Now, of course, it's probably too late for the girls this season, but for girls in future seasons, what advice do you tend to would like to give them?
Try not to want to become famous or to gain success as fast as possible. Put in the work. It takes years and years and years. Everyone has their own time. Never give up, never lash out. Don't go on social media and talk shit because that ain't gonna help anybody. I feel like you really need to be resilient, and have grace and be hardworking and love what you do. If you are gonna, if you want to be on Drag Race just to be famous, quit now. Because what is your relationship to drag? You gotta love the art first.
Now, I understand that you could totally relate to these competitors because you competed once before,
Hmm.
and so in this case, does that give you when you competed, did that give you a whole new perspective when you actually judge them now?
Completely, for sure. Because I understand what they're going through. I understand the pressure that they're in, and you kind of gain more empathy. But also I kind of having competed, I know your biggest enemy is your own mind. And I kind of when I see someone get lost in that, I want to pull them out of it.
So how do you overcome that type of a how do you say bar for as
Mm.
a competitor, to overcome your own mind?
Oh, well, I write a journal every single day about things I'm proud of, things that I could have done better. And I cut off the things that I felt like I've done wrong and I forgive myself so that the next day that list becomes shorter and shorter and the things I'm proud of becomes bigger and bigger. It's a lot. It's crazy because the most simplest thing is just to be and to live within your own skin. And when you're in a competition that has a lot of pressure, sometimes you forget who you are. And I have to remind myself because it's just me not thinking that I'm good enough. Meanwhile, other people might think you're amazing. So I think everyone has to kind of like really connect and have a strong sense of self.
Now, of course, I'm going to ask you this question that a lot of people always love to ask you is what is your favorite competition to judge?
What is my favorite competition to judge? Other than Drag Race Thailand?
No, I mean not
Like, what do you mean?
which part of the competition, which you know,
Hmm.
like is it the lip syncing? Is it the the photo shoots? Is it the what challenge that
Hmm.
you actually love to judge yourself?
Surprisingly, I feel like I love the lip sync because it feels like they're lip syncing when it's called lip syncing for your life, like you feel the power that comes out of each person because it might be their last chance and they're like my dream's about to dissipate. So you feel that sense of fight or flight. And I really do enjoy those moments and cheer the girls on. And I also love the runways and the representation of what they bring, obviously. But I'd say pretty much the lip sync for your lives.
Do you always enjoy saying "Don't fuck this up"?
I do, and I really hope they don't. Sometimes they, sometimes I always feel like, and don't fuck it up, and they get more pressure. But it's actually to be like really bring your A game. It just means really bring your A game because with this lip sync, you can continue or you might have to go home. So for me personally, as a contestant, when Rue says that, I get mini diarrhea every time.
When you competed on the show, what mini competition was your strongest talent for yourself?
Well, I know that I can out lip sync a bitch. Like I'm not afraid of that. Like for Thai queens, lip syncing is our bread and butter. So I can learn any song you give me within 2 days. Like that's no problem. So for me, I know that I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer, a choreographer, definitely not a singer. Um, and so I think I have that in my wheelhouse to perform. And I know that if I have to go up against anyone, I'm not afraid. On the other hand, there are many things that I'm also afraid of. So you just gotta hide your lesser qualities and kind of like polish it up a little bit so you're more rounded, you know?
Since you brought it up, what stuff you are afraid of?
I'd say, well, if you guys watch Snatch Game, I wasn't particularly great at that, but I do think that what are my weaknesses? There's so few because I am perfect. No, um, there's a lot, but you won't find out because I've been brushing up on those skills.
Well said. And
Cooking, cooking. I can't cook to save my life.
so I guess that means you won't be on a cooking competition show anytime soon then.
No, but ironically, I have a food show on Wow Presents Plus, and people are like, "Bitch, how you not know how to cook?" I was like, "It's an eating show. I eat the food that people cook for me. I do not cook it."
Now, you personally, what is your personal love of this industry of drag?
I think I owe so much to drag. I'm able to do things that I've never thought that I was able to do. Even like as a boy or whatever, drag has allowed me to walk in New York Fashion Show and become like a brand ambassador, being on billboards, touring all over the world, to the fact that now I can support my parents. And now they say they're proud of me, even though they don't agree with me doing drag in the beginning. So it's given me everything I have. Like, I'm so grateful that I found this art. I'm never given up because it's given me back more than I could ever dream for.
So, how and when you discovered drag? What was it in Thailand or did you visit when you were a student here in the United States? Or it's a combination of all of these?
It's a combination of a couple of things. Like, I went to, like, because Thailand has a strong cabaret culture. So I went to these cabaret shows when I was younger. Plus, going to LA and meeting the first drag queen in West Hollywood was Morgan McMichaels, and I was really afraid of her because she was very tall and had a lot of makeup on. And so I kind of then found out about drag a little bit more, but I've always loved to perform. So I was like, why not?
Well said, well said. As I'm going to start wrapping things up with you, why should people watch Drag Race Thailand season 3?
Because we've been away for a while, but not just we've been away for a while. The queens this season are so diverse and so talented, and the panel of judges is just insane. They are so talented at what they do, and they have so much wisdom to give. And also, me stepping in the role of a host, like I am bringing my fashion game on. I am bringing outfits bigger, larger than life, things you have never seen before. I've been pent up for 6 years, and I'm ready to show what I have. Not just even the girls look, but the boys look as well. Like every outfit needs to be on point, and I think I'm taking much more of a risky, bolder choice with this season when it comes to the runway.
I I almost forgot to mention, do you design all your outfits? Is that all you?
It's more like a collaboration. So I go to different designers, and from head to toe, I make editing choices. I don't sew them, but I make choices in terms of how I put it together. So this is how I see my drag as an artist is how do I put this on my body from head to toe, curate it, and tell a story for the world. And I have to be able to wear the costume and not let the costume wear me. Yeah.
Well said. Well said. Well, then I have one last question. It is
Sure.
so fun. It is so funny. Is because people refer you as the Asian RuPaul. So how receptive and responsive how do you respond to something like that when people call you the Asian RuPaul?
It is the biggest compliment ever because RuPaul is not only one of my inspiration, but like the most successful queen of queens in the world. Like the things RuPaul has achieved in her career and is still achieving, it's just goals for anybody, you know? And it's just becoming the first of so many. So for me to be even compared to her, it's an honor, honestly.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับนะครับ
ขอบคุณคุณกิ๊กค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
น้องคุยภาษาอังกฤษดีมากนะครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะพอดีแม่เป็นไต้หวันแล้วก็หนูเรียน UCLA ด้วย
อ๋อจริงเหรอ
ใช่ค่ะ
อ่าดีมากขอบคุณครับนะคุย
ขอบคุณมากๆค่ะพี่ขอบคุณค่ะ
นิดนึงเกี่ยวกับ Drag Race Thailand Season 3. It is a pleasure to actually speak with you. And, in every episode, you look so beautiful. And I love your energy.
Thank you
Thank you.
Thank you ขอบคุณมากๆค่ะ Thank you so much